How's everybody moving on from the loss?
We've got to move on. As I say to you, that when your things are going great, I tell the guys, you get a good victory at home. As soon as the clock strikes 12, going into the next day, you've got to forget about it, even if you've scored a hat-trick, or you've won 3-0, lost 3-0, won 10-0, it doesn't matter. You've got to move on. You can't dwell on the highs and you can't dwell on the lows. So for us, we've got to move on and get back to getting back on the training field. We've got a game, obviously a reserve game tomorrow, so guys are preparing for that. But come Monday, it's all systems go again.
John, can you talk a little bit about, would you rather be playing again this weekend to try to move from that game, or is this break coming at a good time?
I think it's coming at a good time, probably with the niggles and strains that we've got, and obviously Boyd getting back to get married, so it's probably came at a good time for us.
Even I'm talking also from a mental standpoint of the game itself. I mean, I know that you're talking from a physical standpoint, but just would you rather get out there and try to get that game out of the way by playing another game, or is it? It
doesn't really matter, Jeffrey. To be honest with you, the game's done and gone.
Yeah.
The result is what it is. As I said to the media yesterday, these cups, the FA Cup in England's known for upsets. We've had an upset. They're magic when you're far away from them and reading about them and thinking that it's a fairy tale result. But when you're involved in them, it's a nightmare. But for us, you've got to wake up and move on, and that's what we're doing.
What do you look to do in this break, getting ready? I mean, unbeaten in the last 4 in league play.
Yeah.
How do you start getting ready for LA?
Well, I mean, we haven't had a great record going down to the Home Depot. It's something we've got to put right, but it'll give us a couple of weeks to get some good work done in the training field and get ourselves prepared and ready mentally and physically for the game.
Coach Barrett has stayed mostly silent, said he's going to stay off Twitter. Can you give us any idea about what your conversations have been like with him in the last couple of days?
No, I don't think that should be public knowledge. What I'm speaking to Dylan about, we speak on a daily basis. He's obviously disappointed, as well as myself and the players are, but for whatever goes on in the office between him and myself and Gavin will remain private.
John, obviously you had a lot of opportunities to score. Was finishing the only issue you saw out there?
Yeah, well, you were at the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you get 42 shots on goal, I don't think it was lack of effort. I know people were voicing their opinions, saying care like we do. Fans were frustrated. Believe me, the players feel the pain more. And I think if it was a lack of effort, we wouldn't have had 42 shots at goal. Lack of concentration, lack of quality on the night cost us dearly. Yeah.
Did you hear the chants when you were sitting there?
Yeah, I mean, you don't hear much when the stadium's packed, but obviously when there's a gap in the stadium, you can hear everything that's said. And they're right to voice their opinions. They pay their money to come in and voice their opinions. But when you kind of try and verbally assault someone, because if you do that in the street, someone will punch you in the mouth. But that's how I'm saying. Just because you buy your ticket, you can come in and voice your opinion. But it doesn't mean you can personally assault someone verbally.
So did you think, as the team was heading into the locker room, was there some stuff that was maybe over the line a little bit?
I didn't see it, obviously, but I was in the office and then I heard there was an incident outside, but I believe it's been dealt with. The last thing we want to do is create a situation where it's fans versus a team, because if that's what happens, then you're not going to get success here. There's players are not going to want to play for the club, fans are just going to get frustrated, and then you're on a downward spiral. The most important thing is we take a deep breath. We all realise, believe me, the players realise the magnitude of the loss. It wasn't just the embarrassment of losing to an amateur team. There was a huge financial implications with us losing a game at home to Seattle. So we mustn't forget that we're all in this together. Fans want to win games. Players, believe me, want to win for this club. So we can't have a us versus you situation, because, as I say, it's only going to lead to more negatives and a lot of bad problems.
Coach, can you talk a little bit more about the finishing? Is it just a matter of execution, or is there something intangible that's missing?
No, of course. I mean, when you create that many chances, you've got to hit the target. I keep telling guys, if you hit the target consistently, you'll be a consistently good goal scorer. And you couldn't have scripted it. But you're sitting on the bench. I've been involved in the game a long, long time as a player and as a coach. And you're saying to yourself, it cannot be one of these nights. Not tonight. Not tonight for us. And it happened. It's one of the games that you're going to look back in 10, 15 years and go, geez, we were part of one of the worst results in Timbers history. We can't do nothing about it except for look forward to the Galaxy and the other games that's coming up. I think we'll get the next 10 games are in conference games. So we're going to have to make sure that our mind's clear and ready for the job in hand.
Are you able to focus on the defensive effort and focus on the momentum you've been building defensively as you kind of move forward?
As I say, we can't forget that we've been in a decent run. Should we have got the 3 points against Vancouver? Of course we should have. If we go out and we get 2 good victories and good results against the next 2 opponents, then I'm pretty sure that this result will kind of not erased from people's minds, but it'll ease the pain a little bit.
Over the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of mentions of sort of the confidence of the team and how important that is to getting the offense going again. With the the late equalizer against Vancouver and this last result in the Open Cup, how's that impacted the team?
Well, I don't think it's hit confidence. I think that the guys are shell-shocked. There's no doubt about it. After the game, we were shocked. I think everybody that was in the stadium was shocked at the result, but we can't keep focusing on the negatives. The positives are that we created an unbelievable amount of chances to possibly win 4 games. We did the same against Vancouver. I've been asking the guys for creativity. They gave us the creativity. Now it's down to whoever forwards playing to put the ball in the back of the net. But confidence is not a problem right now, I must admit.
Just one last thing, Coach. How are you guys going to manage the time off here as far as maintaining fitness? Are you guys going to do any scrimmages or?
Yeah, we'll probably mix it up. We'll do a little bit of everything. And as I say, we'll be working hard. We've got a couple of weeks break. The main thing is we don't take too many days off and get the feet up and get into relaxed mode. And we realise that it's a big job in the next 2 months coming up. So we'll do a lot of hard work on the training field and we'll give them days off when we feel they need them.